Alright, hey, what is going on everybody? It's your boy CJD bringing us a video today. I'm bringing us a video on the meta. A few nights ago, we were talking in stream. If you guys want to be a part of that conversation, love to have you. I try to at least stream 3 times a week, but we were having a conversation about what was really prominent within the game. Specifically talking about weapons. What is the meta? Now, if you are new to the game, Destiny is a game where meta shifts frequently. Every time there is a major update, the sandbox will change, which means new metas will rise. It is important to know what weapon types are good and what weapon types weapon types are not good, and what weapons specifically, because certain weapons they click. So it's good to have that information. Over the last few weeks, now if you guys do enjoy this video, hit that like button down below and subscribe if you're new. Over the last couple weeks, I have compiled stats from the last 4 Trials of Osiris tournaments, not including this one. This was done a few days ago before Trials launched. Now, I have a whole stat page. We have rankings for every single weapon type, the top 3 weapon types, and the top 5 weapons throughout the last 4 tournaments. And I have given points to where certain weapon types rank. So, for instance, on January 25th to January 28th to February 1st, hand cannons were first in the kill list with 24.1% of the community kills. Then you have shotguns with 14.3, and fusion rifles with 10.3. I would give out points. 5 points, I believe, I gave for first, 4 for second, and 3 for, so 5, 4, 3 is how the points went. And for the weapon types, since it was 1 to 5, it was 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for the weapons. Same week, main ingredient, I used Luna, Chaperone, Lawrence Driver, and Palindrome. I took all those stats and I ranked what weapons and what weapon types were prominent. The results came for this. Third, we have the fusion rifle weapon type at 9 points. It ranked 3rd on New Year's Eve to January 4th, 3rd on January 21st, and January 28th. Second, we have shotgun at 17 points. On New Year's 2nd, on January 7th, we have 2nd place as well. 21st, we have 1st place. It ranked with 21% of the kills. And then last week, we had 2nd place. And the best weapon type we have had out of the last month of Trials of Osiris has been hand cannon with 19 points. It was first out of all those weeks except January 21st to the 25th. So, I got all the weapon types, gave them points, and there was one weird thing I noticed. There were only 4 weapon types to get points. The 3 that I just listed and sniper rifles. No other weapon type was used by the community. So narrowing down what weapon types were meta was not that hard. Fusion rifles, shotguns, hand cannons, snipers. There's only one primary that the community is dead set on, and that is hand cannons. When it came to the weapons, though, if you were to rank them 1 to 5, I'm not going to go through all the different weeks of trials for this one, since there's a lot more to it. The top 5 weapons we had for kills throughout the community, Aya's Luna was first, main ingredient was second, 3rd was Chaperone, 4th was Dead Man's Tail, which I'm surprised scout rifles were not in the top 3 at all, since Dead Man's is a massively used gun. And then 5th is Palindrome. So coming into this list, I had a feeling of what would happen, what people are loving right now in the game. But I was just surprised with the fact that only a few guns, or a few gun types, really came in on those rankings. The meta right now is hand cannon, shotguns, fusions, and sometimes snipers, depending on the map. And I've compiled some loadouts on what you might want to try for this. I looked at the results for both the weapon type and weapons itself, and I made this loadout list from those two lists combined. Loadout number 1. Kinetic, you are going to go with the Ayas Luna Stasis hand cannon. Energy, you would go with main ingredient. And power, personally, I would just go with colony, but you could interchange power. It doesn't really matter. Second loadout. Chaperone for your kinetic. Palindrome Adept was another one that was being used. Palindrome on the rankings was Adept. I forgot to put that on there. And then third, Bad Omens with tracking. Again, power weapon, interchangeable. Third, Fatebringer Time Lost. Felwinter's Lie, Colony. Again, I will say, I'm not even going to say it again. You know what the deal is with power weapons. And I also had some honorable mentions, as you can see from this paper right here. We had most hand cannons and shotguns are what you want to use. Fusion rifles as well. Certain snipers, Adored, Cloud Strike I've been seeing a lot, and I saw on that list a couple times. Telesto would be a really good fusion rifle to try out. Other snipers with Snapshot, depending on the map, would be really good. Dead Man's Tail. The fact that Dead Man's was on there, you can't leave it off the list. You have to acknowledge the fact that Dead Man's Tail is a very good weapon. And even though its archetype, its whole weapon type, is not in the meta, it is still a very good gun. It could be a meta gun, simply just the fact that it's that dominant. Also, another random roll exotic that I want to point out real quick, Hawkmoon, is another one that you might want to use because hand cannons are just... Everyone is using hand cannon, it seems like. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten killed by hand cannons in Trials. Power weapons. Now, I did say power weapons don't really matter, but there are some that are a little more prominent. I've noticed a lot of people are using tracking. The reason I put Colony on there is it is one grenade launcher that literally tracks your opponents when you shoot the grenade. And rocket launchers. Rocket launchers are very good if it has tracking. Gallahorn, Truth, Bad Omens. I don't know, does Ascendancy have track? I don't remember if Ascendancy has tracking. But those are typically how you would want to play power weapons. You want definitive kills. So that's where I would go with that. This was a big list and a big video to make, and it was a different thing. I never did a video like this. We're going into the meta, discussing weapons, talking specifically about what is prominent within the community. I thought it was actually pretty fun. Getting to see all these weapons being used. We had Eyes Luna, Palindrome, DMT, Dead Man's Tail. Chaperone's another good one. Did I forget to put Chaperone? No, I did put Chaperone in one of my loadouts. But Chaperone's been good since Destiny 1. We've had Lawrence Driver. That's another one I'm seeing. I forgot to put that on the honorable mention list. It's really cool to see all these weapons being used. Destiny is a fun game that allows for you to have customization wherever you play. Personally, I love auto rifles. I love SMGs and fusion rifles, typically. So that's usually my playstyle. That's what I do best with. It's not the case with everyone else. Someone may love hand cannons and hate auto rifles. Some people may love SMGs but hate auto rifles. There are different ways to play. But the sandbox will play a part. This will change after the 22nd of February. Mainly because Witch Queen is coming out and a new sandbox will be implemented. So we'll have to keep our eyes out. And I'll probably be doing this in March at some point when we have some data to go off of. But to end this off, again, the meta. Hand cannons, shotguns, fusion rifles, and sometimes snipers. Those are the 4 weapon types you want to be running. I did not see any other primary come close to touching hand cannons in the statistics. In all these statistics I looked at were on Trials Report. I will go ahead and leave a link to that in the description below so that you can go ahead and see the last 4 trials, not including this one, but you can also look at this one. I haven't even checked the stats for this one yet. Very interesting, to say the least, to see what they compile over all platforms. That's another thing. these aren't just PlayStation or Xbox. It's every single platform in the game. Since crossplay, actually, you can't even shift between the platforms. Since crossplay was implemented, Trials Report made it so that it's all one. But with that, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope this has helped. I will go ahead and leave some of the information in the description as well, and some of the loadouts that I am suggesting. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you did, hit that like button down below and subscribe if you're new. Let me know what you are running in Trials. Personally, I'm going with Felwinter's with Messenger. I feel like that's worked well. And then I've shifted with my power weapon. I got the Reed's Regret Adept right now. But with that, guys, I will see you all in the next one. Stream coming tomorrow, Monday night. Should be coming out Monday night when this goes live. So I'll see you guys then. Peace.